Let's do another Bikini Contest makeup look. I'm going to begin with an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away. Put some underneath because I'll probably bring my look underneath too. I'm going to use this domed brush from Real Techniques to buff this in. This week, Excalibur, they'll be holding the Excalibur fitness competition in downtown Charleston. I'm curious how that's going to go with the mask ordinance and all. I got to notice that our package was delivered. I'm going to go check and see what it was. Well, it may have been delivered, but it wasn't delivered to us. I had that happen one time. I got a notification that my package was delivered and it wasn't delivered to my house. Anyway, Pat tracked it down. It was in the neighborhood. Well, one neighborhood over actually. Today I'm going to do another cut crease, but this time I'm going to do, my cut crease is going to be brown. And I'm using Jaclyn Hill's Volume 1 palette again. And I'm using the color Chip. The Excalibur fitness competition is held at the Stila Theater. So I'm looking down into even though you're not going to be in a fitness competition, you might learn a technique if you have deep set eyes, or this technique is good if you have hooded eyes. You take the fattest part of the hood and you bisect it with your cut crease like this. So I just moved my cut crease up because you won't get the look, because my eyes are so deep set. Now I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm going to use the color Cran Apple. Put that on my lid. And I'm using a flat brush from Delium. This is from my bamboo set. This is what we have so far. And like I said, this is Chocolate Chip, or Chip, and this is Cran Apple. And this is from Jaclyn Hill Morphe Collab Volume 1. Now I'm going to do a highlight on my brow. Well, let's do the brows first. I'm going to use the Focal Lure again because it's bold and it's waterproof. It's one eyebrow. The start of one eyebrow. I like to go back and forth, especially when I'm not doing a natural brow. You can still use these techniques. You can just tone it down for everyday use, right? Everyday use. All right, I'm going to comb this part through. Now that I have the brows on, I'm going to go back to the lid and I'm going to use some eyelash glue. This is from, I think this is Eylure. It is. And I'm going to put that on my lid, on top of that Cran Apple. Now I'm going to take some pink glitter and pat that on top. I think you need to be a little more generous with the glue to get the glitter, just because this is just pure glitter, or it's actually cosmetic glitter, but It works better to apply it straight on the lid. Note to self. All right, now let's do a winged liner. I'm going to use my Tom Ford again. I'm going to try using the longer side. That makes for a pretty wing, doesn't it? And since this is stage makeup, I'm dragging it on in to the inside corner. All right, there's the wings. Oh, I didn't bring it. You gotta bring it to the inside. And also, the waterline needs to be black. I've misplaced my Pat McGrath. There it is, black pencil. This really stays put. You put it on your tight line and it stays. And it doesn't go to the waterline. Let's do a brow highlight. I'm using Beam from the same palette. So while the camera was cooling off, I put some black mascara on my lashes. And I say black because oftentimes I use another color. And I didn't use a curling mascara or anything because yesterday that made putting my false lashes on very difficult. And I wanted mascara on my lashes to begin with so that my lashes wouldn't show through the false lashes, and also I wanted the false lashes to stay fluffy and not look clumpy. I also added the colors Jax in this black one. It's called Abyss underneath. And now I'm going to put the lashes on. And I'm going to use the same ones that I used yesterday with the Black Duo glue. It should be easier since my lashes aren't curled. It's quite a fight because the curled lashes push the false lashes away when you're trying to put them on the close to your lash line. All right, I have one glued. I'm gonna let it set up while I put glue on the other one. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the first one. Yesterday I used the eylure glue. I was not impressed with that glue. All right, so I'm gonna set this behind my lashes. I'm gonna smear that glue all over my lid. Not on purpose. I guess it wasn't dry enough. There's what we have so far. After that dries, I'll go back and see if I can do some correcting. I probably won't have to correct too much since my eyeliner is black and the glue is black. All right, going in. And like I said in the last video, I kind of let the ends set down wherever they want to because my eyes are so rounded. I wouldn't want my lashes going down like that anyway. Okay, that's what we have so far. Let's move on to something else while those set up. I put a highlighter. Did I tell you what highlight? I put Beam on underneath my brow. And that brown is Chip. I'm bringing the chip up a little more so you can see it. All right, let's move on to the foundation. I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday. I'm going to use a dark foundation. And I'm going to use a brush that I don't mind staining, if I can find it. I don't know which brush I used yesterday, where the brush is that I used yesterday. The color I'm using is 7.5, and it's Match Master from MAC, which has been discontinued. I'll try to show you another foundation that's similar to this one in color. And I'm placing it where I would bronze first or contour. My face may be even lighter than it was yesterday because of the skincare I used last night. I think I used the Biosense. I think it has some kind of renewing quality to it, whatever ingredient. I don't know what it is. I just pull stuff out and use it. I showed y'all that. I'll link that video right here. And I kind of buff the color everywhere else, so it blends. I feather it so it blends, but it's not as dark, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put a highlight on the inside corners. I'm going to use another Stila. I'm going to use Kitten. Right, awesome sauce. I noticed I still had some foundation on the back of my hand, so I'm doing some contouring with it. Now for the under eye. I'm just going to use my regular foundation color, which is a little bit tan. Also, it's the Chantecaille in Hazel. I'm going to use that as my color underneath my eye. Like I usually use my concealer as my highlight concealer. There we go. And then I'm going to pull out my mineral powder again. That is Dark Deepest from MAC, a blush. I'm going to use the Bounce and Blur from Bare Minerals in the color Pink Sky. I'm going to glue my eyebrows up. And let's do a lipstick. I think my competitor wants a red lip. So I brought my red lipsticks in here. Here we go. This one is Red Rocket. It's probably not enough cheek. So I've got the Viseart palette. It's Rose Coral. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed this fitness competition makeup look. Bikini Contest makeup look. using dark foundation so it'll match with the spray tan. I enjoyed making this look for you, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night.